Hey, what's up guys, Ian here. So today I am going to do a video that was requested of me. It's going to be just a brief overview and some advice on how to get started and resources you can use for just general collecting. I'm not really going to go super in depth into mounts or pets or achievements, but more just kind of how to get started with just the general idea of collecting. So I have some add-ons I'd like to share with you, and then I have two online resources I'd like to share with you. So first of all, since we are here in Zereth Mortis, and you can already see on the right hand side of my screen, I always list the achievements I'm currently close to, just so that it is like a nice just a nice reminder every time I'm on my character of what I should be working towards. If I have some free time, if I'm waiting for a dungeon, or if I'm in a battleground queue, or I have nothing to do that day, I can just look right here real quick and say, oh, I'm pretty close to these. Let me go try to knock those out. And then also on the side of my screen, you will see this one called Pets. This is from an add-on called Pet Tracker. It is right here, Pet Tracker. It is very, very good for collecting pets, so I definitely recommend this if you are interested in the battle pet game. It is great for collecting. It does have some features for the actual battles and some stuff for like trainers and stuff like that, so it is pretty comprehensive in regards to pets. So real quick, this bar here shows you what pets in this current zone you're in. So I'm in Zereth Mortis. So in the current zone, I have 19 out of the 22 wild pets. This is only the wild pets. This is not like quest pets or boss pets or rare drops or anything like that. This is just the ones that you'd see like on your mini map with the little icon. So I have 19 out of 22, and the colors are proportional to how many of each rarity you have. So it's a little hard to see out of 22, but let's say it was out of 4 and you had one rare, a quarter of the bar would be blue. You had 2 greens, half the bar would be green, and you had 1 white, and a quarter of the bar would be white. And that's just kind of like a visual representation at a glance of like, oh, most of my pets are rare, or most of my pets are uncommon. I have maybe a couple rares and then a couple commons. So if I'm out here hunting pets and I care about the rarity, I still have quite a few rare pets to go to recapture at the rare quality or to upgrade to the rare quality. And then this list right here is just the ones I'm still missing. You can just give them a click and it pops them up in the tab. So you can kind of mouse over it, see what their abilities are if you're just curious, see what the official Blizzard description is for the pet and what it looks like. Super helpful. But if you have a lot, if it's your first time in the zone, it's going to be a long list, so it might get a little crowded. You might not even see it. If you have a lot of quests and you're tracking a lot of achievements, this might not even show up because it'll be pushed off your screen. And also it shows them on the map. So see, you can see here, it has little icons in the areas that they spawn. It's not 100% accurate because no pet really stands still, so they're not exact, but they are very dang close to where they will spawn. So you can just see these on the map. Again, if you have all of them still to catch and it's your first time in a zone, your map is going to be a mess. But you can disable that in the settings, and you can turn it on when you're ready, or just disable the add-on until you're ready. Or even just, don't even worry about it, just catch a couple and then start looking at the map once you've kind of cleared out some space. So it's great for looking at the map to kind of see like, well, I don't see any of what I need here where I am, so where should I be looking? And then you can look on the map. And then speaking of the map, this other add-on I have is called Handy Notes. You'll see rare spawns, you'll see chests, and sometimes you will see like little markers. So in this instance, it says can appear in multiple locations. Those are the multiple locations. Same with this one, multiple locations. You'll see a couple blue dots pop up of where the alternate locations are. And here's a good example. This one, Where is it? Here, Fallen Charger. Since it's a rare spawn that has a set path, it'll highlight the path. So it spawns, yes, where that icon is, but the path is the blue line. And if you click on it in the minimap, it'll save it. And this does appear on your minimap if you have it clicked, and then you just click again to toggle it off. So super helpful. Again, these do appear also in the minimap, and they do have the description for most of I'd say all of them now. When it first came out, they were not as descriptive, but as it became more and more popular, the author and team put more and more descriptions in there. So as you can see, this one, it's not available every day. So don't come here on certain days. If it's not spawning, it's because it's not up. Stuff like this, only available during the Kirin assault. It has a little description of how to do it. It has little descriptions, and then it also has everything that it drops. So if you're missing things, it's going to be blue. See, I'm missing progress towards an achievement, so it's blue. But if it's white, you already have everything that it offers for your class. Now, if I'm on a cloth character, if this drops a plate item, it'll show white because I cannot loot plate on my cloth character. So this is only white if you have everything you need from that on your character. So some of these white ones, I may still need something on my alternate characters just because of the armor proficiencies. But the mounts and stuff will always show. The mounts will always show as known because mounts are count wide. And see, I have the mount and the achievement, so it is white. So that is called Handy Notes. Let me show you. Super helpful. I definitely recommend that, regardless if you're a collector or not. It's just such a helpful add-on, even just for doing Zereth Mortis quests. You know where all the rares are, you know where all the chests are. That has nothing to do with collections. That's super helpful at efficiently playing the game. So Handy Notes right here, and it is broken up. Because it is, I guess they're just trying to save space on your computer or whatever, but it is broken up by expansion. So Battle of Azeroth, if you don't care about Battle of Azeroth anymore, you can just not have that on. If you don't care about these little extra things, you can just not have those on and only have Handy Notes Shadowlands. And I think there are some alternate ones online, like you may even still be able to get, I know they merged some of them. I don't know if like Handy Notes Draenor is included with Handy Notes or if it's a separate download, but there are some little like add-ons for specific collections if you want to look on the website for that. So that is pets and the mini map. And then for mounts, there's not a super good thing for mounts because mounts you kind of just have to kill the mobs that drop them. But I like to have rarity. It kind of shows you how many times you've killed something, only of the stuff you're missing. So this is only stuff you're missing. It's a lot of people use it for mounts, but it also has toys. It also has battle pets. It just kind of keeps tab of how many times you've done it. Another good thing is if you kill something that you weren't aware drops a mount, it'll pop up in your chat like, attempt number 1 at XYZ. And then you'll say, oh, this drops a mount? I'm going to start farming this, or I'm going to add this to my to-do list or something. And you might have had no idea that it was a mount. So I recommend it for that reason, because it'll alert you to things you may not even know exist. But again, there's not really anything super helpful for mounts other than just kind of knowing where they are and just doing them. I'll show you 2 online resources that are a little more helpful for mounts in just a moment here. So the other thing in game is Overachiever, or here, let me show you. I'll show you both while I'm at it. So it's called Rarity for the mount tracker. And then Overachiever is this next one I'm about to show you for achievements. It is a little buggy right now, but the author did post on his official page he's coming back to the game. He took a break, so that's why it's buggy. But he is coming back, and he plans to update it soon. So keep an eye out for that. I still recommend getting it because it's still 90% works. So see here, there's a little error, and some of these tabs are a little buggy. But it's for achievements. When it's fixed, it'll show you, like, you'll be able to search a little more robustly than this little crappy little search bar that never really does anything. It'll have suggestions for like stuff you're close to. Like if you say one of the achievements is kill 10 rares and you have 9, it'll pop up in this suggestions tab. So you can kind of see what you're close to, what you can go knock out real quick. And then watch is kind of like this thing on the side here, but it's just, bigger and more robust. It's just a bigger list than just having, these few here that you can track at a time. So the watch list is cool too. And then speaking of this, if you aren't sure how I got these here, you would just pick an achievement that you're missing, and then you just click track, and it just adds it to be tracked. You can toggle it on or off anytime. That's how you do that. And then the other feature for Overachiever is similar to what I said with the mounts. I will show you on my other character because I have it prepared. We're not going to wait for that. We're going to go to the rested zone. It's going to pop up progress towards an achievement that you weren't sure, or that you might not have known exists. So I would recommend it just for that alone, because that is also super helpful. You'll be doing some random quests and you'll get like quest step blank out of blank, and you'll be like, oh, I'm working towards an achievement right now. Okay, I guess I'll pay a little more attention, or I'll be sure to do every quest so I get the completion achievement, stuff like that. Or you'll give some NPC some item, and it'll pop up a little like progress towards whatever, and you'll be like, oh, I need to give this NPC some items for an achievement. Okay, cool. So the Ember Court has lots of items, and I just started it, to be honest. It's actually pretty cool. I honestly recommend the Ember Court. It's not as hard and confusing as people said. So this item is going to give me progress towards an achievement. I will explain how that's showing up in my tooltip after this. But I know this is going to give me progress towards an achievement. But if I didn't know, I would have Overachiever. I would complete this quest. I would learn this item and see achievement progress towards. Achievement progress. So I just click this and I say, oh, I didn't know I was halfway to an achievement. This is cool. Let me track this, or let me write this down, or let me just make a mental note of, oh, okay, I'm gonna come back to this one day and I'm gonna bang it out and get an achievement. Okay, awesome. So definitely recommend Overachiever for that. And then as for all these tooltips, you'll see my tooltips have stuff like just all sorts of stuff. I don't even know where to begin. My tooltips have tons of shit in them. So all of that is from, and the last add-on I would recommend, and this is a little more in depth, but it's called All of the Things. All the Things. It literally basically tracks everything on your account towards completion. So it'll track appearances, it'll track achievements, pets, mounts, quests, literally anything that can be tracked, it will track and try to help you and tell you how to get to 100%. It is very intense, very in-depth, and it's a bit of a monster to get tuned to your liking, but once you do, it is super helpful. Again, if you care about this stuff, I think it's invaluable. So I will show you, control left click. So this is one of the miniature tabs, because it's miniature because it's only for this zone that I'm in. The main tab is basically your whole account at a glance. So the main tab is left click. See, it's going to lag for a second because it's tracking so much stuff. Literally everything. Dungeons, outdoor zones, world drops, group finders, progress, achievements, world events, battle pets, literally everything. So we will use this for while I'm explaining it. So it works kind of like a file explorer on your computer. You kind of just like click it to collapse or click it to expand. So you can kind of go into the nesting as deep as you want. If you're like, I don't care about achievements, you just collapse it. Okay, so these are the factions that have stuff I need to collect. I don't care about factions. Okay, I only have a couple quests. Okay, here's the quests. Here's the coordinates. Here's the guy's name. Super in-depth. Super in-depth. I mean, it has everything. Literally everything you could want. So I would definitely recommend this if you care about collecting, or if you're just curious about, if you're a stats guy and you're just curious about where you stand. Super awesome. Now, in terms of the internet, let me show you the 2 web pages I would recommend people use. So the first will be a little more basic but still helpful, and it is called, let me change my sorry, I'm still getting used to how to work a computer. oh sorry. Embarrassing. Cringe. Okay, so the first one is Simple Armory. Simple Armory right here. So you will just type in a character in a realm. You don't have to create an account. You don't have to link your BattleNet. This one's totally just character and a realm. And it'll have everything, tracks achievements, has your overview. It's kind of just like the achievements tab. But I mainly use it for this one: mounts, companions, battle pets. Toys are not in the Blizzard API, so they're not actually there, but you can manually add them if you want. But I usually just use it for mounts and pets because it has it beautifully organized by expansion, by acquisition type, and then you just look for empty boxes. You know, here's an empty box. I need this one. You just click the empty box, brings you right to WoWhead of that mount, and you can just read about it. It's dropped by blah blah blah, comments, maybe some advice on how to farm it. Cool, awesome. And that's it. Super cool. You can just look for the empty boxes. You don't have to browse your collection. You don't have to remember names. You literally just find an empty box and you click on it. And it's all organized. So if you're like, what protoform mounts do I still need? Protoform synthesis. I got a couple empty boxes. Just click on that. Okay, I need this one. How do I get this one? Okay, this is how I get it. Okay, cool. I'm going to put that on my to-do list. Super helpful, super awesome. And then the other website is kind of like all the things, super in-depth, kind of more for the stats guy or more for the completionist guy, but it is also, I find, super helpful. And it is called Data for Azeroth. This one, I believe you can just log in as you can just search a character in a realm, but if you want to link your entire account, which I do recommend, you do have to authorize it to access the Blizzard API. I've had no problems with it. I don't think there's anything malicious. I trust this guy and his website. I've been a member for a long time and I've had no account scares. So, my opinion, it's completely safe, but it's your account, so do with it as you please. And this is going to track basically like all the things, but on a website. So the completion score is just the aggregate score. This is kind of its own, this is Data for Azeroth's scoring system. This has nothing to do with Blizzard. This is just how this website will rank your account. It has achievement points, mounts, pets, blah, 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 all the standard stuff. And then it also has feats of strength, legacy, honor level, HKs, number of max level alts, total number of pets, and all that good stuff. Recipes, reputations, titles. and it is similar to Simple Armory because you can just click on whatever you're trying to get more of to knock out, and it shows you what you need. You click on it, and it brings you right to WoWhead. You can see what it is and read the comments on how to get it. So that is super, super helpful, super easy to use. It's nice to be able to look at this bar and say, oh, I'm pretty close. It's just feels good to, I don't know, I'm a math guy, I'm a data guy, so I think it's cool to just know stats and stuff like that. I just like knowing that. It also has this rarity percentile. He does admit it's not 100% accurate, but it is his best guess, and I believe it is, somewhat accurate. But Blizzard never releases official player numbers. It's very hard to track official player numbers and current player numbers. So this is an estimate, but it is about as good as you're going to get of an estimate. So you can see, if I were to recommend a way to go about this, is it always goes from most common to least common. So obviously the most common things are probably easier to get because they're more common. If more people have them, it's probably easy to get. So if you were going to use this website and try to acquire more things, I would always start with the most common and work your way up, because it's probably just easier that way. And then you can also click on, it's just cool for, the rarity thing is also cool. You can just click on what you have and then just go to the very end with the rarest. Okay, this is my rarest mount, Crusader's Black Warhorse. I should just ride this mount everywhere, and that's my biggest flex. So I mean, that's kind of cool if you care about that kind of stuff. Or what's the rarest mount in the game? It is this stupid protoform synthesis mount, but if you see anyone on it, he has the rarest mount in the game, so he's a cool guy. And then one last thing about this website that's kind of cool is you can click on so you click it on here on the main page, not on the tabs. On the main page, it shows you how your score has changed over time. So as you can see, I haven't really been doing any pet stuff, but then about a week ago, I was like, I'm falling a little behind on my pets, so I'm just gonna bang out some pets, and my score went up. I collected more pets, I leveled more pets, I got, more rare pets, more higher quality pets, and my score went up. So it's cool to see. Again, if you're a data guy, if you're a numbers guy, it's cool to see how you're progressing over time. So that's always interesting. Again, it's just, there's nothing behind this. It's just for your own personal benefit. If your score stays flat, I'm sure you're still having fun and a good player. But this is more for just people who are curious and people who like to track things and like to make sure they're always, kind of moving forward. So super helpful, super cool. And then I guess I didn't mention this, but there is, along with the ranking system, it does have where you rank on your realm, your region, and then just the entire World of Warcraft. So that's pretty cool if you just want to see how you stand. And if you click on these things, it'll show you your realm ranking if you clicked on the realm, so you can see who's ahead of you. The region ranking if you clicked on the region, and it'll show you the world ranking if you clicked on the world. And then you can also narrow it down again from this page. You can also narrow it back down with all these different filters. So pretty cool. And then some stuff that's tracked that is not tracked in other ways. Who was the first guy to get the Sepulture clear? Who was the first guy to get Keystone Master achievement? Who was the first guy to hit level 60? How the hell did he do it 5? That must be a glitch. But just random things, just because this thing has access to everyone's. It scans the Blizzard API for everyone's achievement. It just makes a chart of all the dates and just arranges them in order. So whoever has the first date for level 80 is going to obviously show up here as the first level 80. So pretty cool stuff. So yeah, that's everything. A little basic, a little kind of at a glance. Lots of things to think about, lots of things to work towards, a lot of things to kind of get you started. If you want more in-depth videos, I can do those. I could do a video just on pets and kind of just everything about pets and how I would go about starting. If you're halfway through, how I would go about it. If you're kind of at the end game, how I would go about it. And I could do that for achievements and mounts and transmogs and all that stuff. So I'm more than happy to do in-depth videos as well, but this was kind of more just a general guide on kind of collecting everything and just how to get started with everything. So I hope you found some of this helpful. I will try not to ramble too much in this more curated video rather than on my more casual vault opening videos. So I will end it here, and I appreciate you watching, and I have more ideas for content to come, so I hope to keep doing that, and I appreciate your views. It's crazy that people are actually watching me and care about what I say about this game that I love. So I enjoy playing, and I hope you do too, and yeah, good luck. Thanks guys. Bye.